Yesterday was a damn nightmare, so I really hope today goes better. I can only hope. How's it going, geeks? Welcome back to Persona 5 Royale. Yep, that's not a slip of the tongue. I'm just going back to calling this game Royale, because turns out it does nothing for the categorization. So, yeah. Last time, we got found out by not only Boss, but the ace detective, Goro Akechi himself. And he's given us a bit of a deal. We assist him in finding the true culprit of the mental shutdowns, and in exchange, he'll turn a blind eye to everything that we've done, at the cost of us needing to disband as soon as we find the culprit. Which I know everyone's not going to agree to. I feel bad for Futaba. She's kind of blaming herself for us getting caught by Boss, because the only reason why he found us out was because she had kept the calling card that she gave to us, that we gave back to her, and... well, why wouldn't you feel like you're at fault for that? You literally kept something that could have gotten us caught. But even through that, I don't blame her. And I never will.
Well then.
Let's go to bed.
That concludes the speech given by Representative Masayoshi Shido, who may be forming a new party. We now resume our coverage of the Phantom Thieves, the suspects for Mr. Okumura's death and others. The police have designated the Phantom Thieves as the country's most wanted fugitives, and have decided to reward anyone with information leading to the capture of the Phantom Thieves.
Morning.
Look.
What am I looking at?
Those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30 million yen. And considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary the situation has become. Reward money will be supplied by the police and the families of the victims. Further,
if I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen for it.
You would go back on your word?
I hope you understand the situation you're in.
I get it, and I really hope you're joking.
Even people who didn't have an interest before will be on the lookout for the Phantom Thieves. And it'll happen every day, even at school.
You don't realize the hell that I've been through, boss. You really don't.
Why did this happen?
There really was no choice in it all.
That may have been true, but still. Well, how do I put this? I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's also my responsibility that this happened. All I can do now is give you shelter.
And support. I hope you can give us that, too.
Just don't become desperate and do something reckless, all right?
Don't you worry. We've got nothing to fear.
I won't sell you out. As long as you're here, there's nothing to worry about.
Man, I want to hug you so bad right now, boss.
I feel bad about what we've done to the chief. I'm responsible too.
We can make it up to him by not getting caught.
Did you see that reward? Perhaps we put too much pressure on them. With this, the Phantom Thieves have become public enemy number 1. Exactly. That will be when their curtain falls.
It do be the afternoon. Yo, you see the news? I braced myself for this possibility. Actually, having a wanted notice out for us feels kind of weird. I'm not sure we're gonna get away this time. Our backs are truly against the wall now. Discussing it here won't do us any good. Let's talk more in person. Yeah, best to focus on school. I can't believe I said that.
We're wanted now. And the reward's 30 million yen? What is this, a comic book?
If it is not mint condition.
It feels so unrealistic, I can't help but laugh.
We're finally being treated as actual criminals.
I'm positive now. Remember all of those what-ifs I mentioned before? All of this was truly set up. How President Okumura ranked first, the Fad before that, even Medjed. It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were lured to target Okumura. Yeah, the enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start, after we gained popularity.
Then what about everything we've done until now? Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually not?
No, because of Yusuke and I, the Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincidental. Wasn't that the case with Kamoshida, too? Considering what happened with the rankings, only the previous target would have been used to lure us.
What a cheap trick to use.
Cheap. It's nothing of the sort. There's the fake Medjad and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the Fat around us. So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura probably wasn't their only target. Perhaps they intend to place all blame of past and future psychotic breakdowns on our group.
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so carelessly.
What, so this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end.
Guys, we're fighting now.
And there was that thing with Haru at the time. How are we supposed to ignore that, huh?
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal.
Haru.
All I could think about was my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more calmly. Haru.
Don't you dare!
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Damn it! This is bullshit! God! Fuck! Ah!
Jeez, dude!
Ryuji!
You're causing one hell of a scene, dude!
Taking out your frustration on things doesn't help anyone.
Seriously, that's the only good couch we have. Don't punch it to death.
Hey, what do you think?
Me?
Why did we lose? What did we do wrong?
We lost sight of our goal. That's where we went wrong.
It's probably because we weren't acting like ourselves.
Agreed. At the time, we only cared about the opinion of the general public.
Yeah, that really is it. I was so caught up in making a name for ourselves. I'm such an idiot! I became a phantom thief because I hated those same kinds of adults.
To think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong, that our eyes had become clouded.
We were meant to be the righteous phantom thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause. I'm so irritated with myself. Makoto.
Damn it! I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete idiot too. But still, it's so damn frustrating! Of course I want to do something about this!
Yeah. We'll be in deep water at this rate.
What do we do?
However, we have no idea who we're up against, and whether they're an individual or an organization.
The odds are completely stacked against us. I don't know what the hell we're gonna do.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have powerful backers if they can go so far.
Are we really a match for this?
This is what Boss was talking about.
Should we end this now?
Huh?
I mean, things might get worse for everyone.
Hey, what should we do?
No. I am not letting us end like that. Let's turn the tables on these assholes!
Yeah. Running away with our tails between our legs is exactly what they want. We'd be dumping everything we stand for just to save our own asses.
I see.
I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like this.
There's the Futaba I know.
Absolutely not like this.
Let's
Looks like we're settled on what we want to do. All that's left is how we go about it. Yeah.
Now we gotta think of that how. Hello?
Hey, it's me.
Yeah, I figured. I recognize your number. What's up, dude?
About me yelling earlier, being framed, and the added bounty, it all felt like such bullshit. I lost it. I'm sorry.
Dude. I know how you feel, man. No need to apologize.
You too?
I hate that you cut me off, but yeah. I know how it feels.
It is confusing. We're wanted criminals now. Maybe I haven't changed at all since that time we went up against Kamoshida.
I can beg to differ.
I wanted to be a phantom thief because I thought even someone like me could be a hero. It made me so happy to be depended on. Guess all went straight to my head. I thought I could do anything if it was for justice, but that'd make me no different from our targets. I called them shitbags, but I must be the shittiest of shitbags. I can't even joke about it.
Bro, I will punch you through the phone if you call yourself a shitbag again. Seriously. You can still change, bro.
You're right. I can start by changing who I am now. Thanks. I feel like I can think straight now.
Could you ever think straight?
Oh, I scared Haru and Futaba, didn't I? I'll have to apologize to them soon.
I'm sure they know.
See ya.
See you, bro. I'm getting ready for... Oh, come on! I got a message from Akechi-kun. He wants us to gather at LeBlanc tomorrow after school. Who does he think he is, trying to boss us around like that? Tomorrow? That's sudden. This is directly after the reward announcement. There must be a calculated reason for this, too. We'll be okay, right? We'll manage. Yeah, we're going to overcome this together. Regardless, I don't want anyone disturbing our pace anymore. Let's go about this calmly. I'll see you all tomorrow.
We've reached a crucial moment. There's no point fretting about it now, though. Let's just stay calm and wait for tomorrow.
Yep, that's all we can do.
An issue in which criminals do whatever they want under the name of justice cannot be left alone. Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures. But their actions are too little, too late. The government as it stands has been left behind the times. It is obsolete. We don't have to go down with a sinking ship. We have the power to change this. Let us end this chaos through my hands and yours.
He's a politician of the ruling party, isn't he?
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election might come before the year's end.
I'm gonna vote this time for sure. This man has my support.
You haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society, you know.
Politics just never interested me before. But this politician seems pretty amazing. He's passionate and thinks of the future. And someone like that should be prime minister. I'm definitely voting for him.
Well, I suppose that makes sense, since the other politicians seem so unreliable.
When you say that you want us to cooperate with you, what exactly do you intend us to do?
Better speak wisely, detective.
That's a good question. But might I have a cup of coffee first? Quit effing around!
Please keep this short.
Seriously.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Those are quite desperate measures. I'm referring to Sai-san's actions. I assume all of you are at your wits' end as well. She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a bad method.
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities. However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sai-san. I've already discovered that she has a palace.
Huh? Really?
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's recklessness?
Precisely.
Still, there's no need to change her heart just for that.
Indeed. It's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
You saying the police would do such a thing?
You're saying they wouldn't?
It seems they're more trusted than I thought. Their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit is.
No!
They're completely rotten.
What do you expect from adults?
My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you, too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Our only solution to this is to make Sai-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
So that's why.
The truth will be covered up, and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed. I can't allow such a thing to happen. My own ethics won't stand for it.
I mean, I guess I can understand how you feel.
And changing Sai-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
How do you mean?
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, what would happen? I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves. So how about it? Will you agree to my plan?
Even though you're particular about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
That's not like you, Detective.
It can't be helped in order to ascertain the truth. There is also one more merit in changing Sai-san's heart. She'll be a fine warning to others not to meddle with you any further. They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
What do you mean?
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
As expected from Anijima. So, what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
Makoto, what's your take on all this?
Considering it is your sister and all.
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
I'm flattered to hear that.
You shouldn't.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun? Why do you seek justice?
True. I actually don't know that myself, and we've been having little powwows every now and then.
Because of sickening human beings. Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice. It isn't some grand reason like society's sake or some lofty ideal. It's simply an absurd grudge. And extremely personal.
Dude.
Hey. Sounds like you've been screwed up more than any of us.
You know, doesn't he remind you of us?
True. Can't deny that.
Yeah, like how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
We don't even know who, and we're agreeing on that front.
We're similar, Maybe that's why I thought that I could ask this of you all.
You already know you and me are similar. Hell, I just now noticed we're kind of like black and white with it. You know, he's got light hair, I have dark. He has light clothing, I have dark. It's kind of a yin-yang situation.
Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sai-san's heart?
We don't exactly have a choice now, do we?
Thanks. I was actually rather worried there.
That's more of a forced yes.
This mission can't succeed without your cooperation, after all.
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out. I pray it does.
Mako-chan. I'm okay.
You sure about that?
I never brought it up until now, but the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves is because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I was hoping I wouldn't have to resort to it, though. I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
Why didn't you tell us?
You kept a palace from us?
It was too selfish of a reason. Though I was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
Why don't we try going there now to scope the place out? A lot of this will be new to me, so I'd like to get myself accustomed to it too.
I'm sorry, I actually have plans today.
Huh?
I see. That's unfortunate.
Will you tell your sister about this? Of course not. It's just...
You seem awfully evasive today. Is something the matter?
This isn't like you, Makoto.
I just can't make time today.
Let's call it a day then, and resume this tomorrow.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Don't be.
Wasn't Makoto acting a bit weird?
Incredibly. But then again, this is about her sister.
Well, I guess that can't be helped. Regardless, it all starts tomorrow. I hope this goes well.
So do I. I really do. I'm being brought back! I hate it when this happens in the middle of a story, but considering this is one of the last times, what do you want, Nijima? Speak up!
A palace? In me? Not only that, Goro Akechi? Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice?
Mm-hmm.
And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura case? That can't be. I mean, he never said a word. Although, his attitude did change suddenly around that time. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a phantom thief? If this is all true, I was out of the loop the entire time I led the investigation. What a joke. So you became convinced of another's existence through the 2 mental shutdown cases. And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation?
Not really all.
Hmm? No. If this villain does exist and is setting up your group, I would be targeted next.
Exactly.
Did Makoto come up with that speculation?
I don't really remember.
Perhaps I'm overthinking things. Hey! You need to keep your focus.
I'm trying, but they got me good. Okay,
It seems you're completely worn out, but the look on your face isn't one of defeat. Why is that?
because this is far from over. I haven't lost yet.
I'm amazed. It seems you can still talk. When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct? Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor.
And that it does.
However, if your story till now is true, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point... No, most likely from the start. I was a mere puppet. Someone set up only to bear responsibility later. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you.
And so should you. Sai Nijima is slowly starting to accept the brutal, brutal truth. It feels wrong. It feels so wrong. But you know, the closer we get to this palace, the more excited I get.
No, I'm jumping to conclusions. I don't believe your story yet. There's something I need to confirm with you. Was a change of heart triggered in me?
I don't know.
What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me everything.
Alrighty then. Let's kick it from the top. Sainijima, let me continue a story of betrayal, of, well, a lot of things. Let's conclude this story.
What's this favor you need? It's late already. We'll be going to Nijima's palace, so I want to look into her. Things like her work ethic and relationships. It doesn't matter whether it's public or private. Those would help us come up with countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in her palace. I can look up more, you know. Stuff like her repertoire of underwear.
Please don't.
A girl shouldn't say things like that.
Well, Futaba's no normal girl.
You tell her too.
What else can you dig up?
Well, like her history with men.
Ooh, now I'm intrigued.
You're phantom thieves. Ahem.
Oh, fine. Best stick with the non-personal.
Also, I may be overthinking it, but my voice... Ow! Same as always. Let me finish first. There's something else we want you to look into.
Something... my head... I can't... What the hell? How am I here? Where are we meeting today? Oh, right. We were never told where to meet up. At the courthouse. Where's that? Hint, the government office district? I'm not even gonna try. Indeed. Oh, I've heard of that place. Never been there, though. Me neither. It's not somewhere normal people usually go. Whoa, just looking at the map is impressive. The police department, Ministry of Justice, public prosecutor's office, and public security. The diet building is right near there, too. For real? What kind of scary place are we going to? We won't get caught, right? According to Akechi-kun, our identities haven't been discovered yet. So we are just going to plunge headfirst into enemy territory. Has anyone contacted Akechi? We're going to meet him there. Be on guard, everyone. We'll be heading into a lion's den. That's saying something. Well, here we are.
So this is the courthouse. You can tell it's a revolting building just by looking at it.
I mean, it looks like it's cleaned. Oh, that's not what you mean.
Let's hurry up and get started. Akechi, what did you find out?
I rarely get to see Sai-san directly, but I figured out her course of action. On the 20th, an investigation will likely be done at Shujin Academy, as well as the Sakura residence.
For real?
They're gonna check out our home?
And that means our time limit is November 20th.
Still, there will be quite a bit of red tape involved. I doubt it'll take place before the 20th.
We'll take your word. For now, we need to focus on infiltrating her palace.
I concur. And we should probably get going soon. After all, people like us standing around here is quite unnatural.
I mean, yeah. We got a blonde girl, a blonde boy, a blue-haired boy, frilly-haired girl, orange-haired girl, brown-haired girl, and a dick.
Well then.
That's...
Huh? What about my smartphone?
What are you doing?
This is the model I wanted. You're so lucky.
I'm so sorry. Until recently, Futaba was actually well...
A recluse.
It's okay. Sai-san told me the gist.
Oh, right. Akechi-kun, it may be best if you exchange contact info with everyone, too. Not just me.
Yeah, we have an entire group chat when it comes to talking about, you know what.
That's true.
Ooh.
Of course, to do that, you're gonna have to pry your phone away from Futabazilla.
I'll send everyone's contacts to you later.
Thanks.
Technically, he already has mine, so you just have to send Futaba on Ryuji, Haru, and Yusuke's.
Well then, I hope we get along.
I think... let's not push it, Buster.
I'll do my best.
You've got a good personality and good looks? Talk about cheating.
I don't think he's that good looking.
She's praising you, I believe.
Then shall we get started?
I suppose. Let's...
We need to figure out what Makoto Sis thinks this courthouse is, right?
Yeah, that's usually how we go through things.
I often hear her call it a place of competition in which she must always win.
A competition, huh? That sounds like Sai-san.
It'd be unbearable if you were put on trial for a reason like that. Although, a competition means it's a match of some sort. Might it be a martial arts ring?
Conditions have not been met. Then perhaps a stadium? Or maybe an arena?
Guys, you're not seeing the bigger picture here.
Conditions have not been met.
There are other competitions besides fighting and sports.
Gambling then.
Exactly!
How about a racetrack for horses? Other than that, there's pachinko, but does that count as gambling?
We played cards during the school trip.
I can't call that gambling.
Conditions have not been met. What else is there?
Guys, you are literally missing the big picture. You're thinking too small.
It must be a casino.
Ding, ding, ding! There's that Nijima intelligence.
Candidate found.
I definitely see Sai-san in you.
Well, it's time we head in then.
Yep. Swingers and dingers, let's get ready! And set things up to roll some dice! Or I would say that.
Head right past there and keep a low profile.
Damn, things look so normal around here.
That's it, huh?
Holy.
What's going on here? We are looking at the courthouse, aren't we?
Seems like it.
Let's go. Right.
Let's move. Like I said, ring-a-ding-ding, it's time to test our luck.
The courthouse is a casino.
And a mighty big one at that.
Everywhere else seems to be a normal cityscape.
Isn't that...
The police station, yes. I didn't know that the station and the courthouse were next to each other.
Our attire hasn't changed. That must mean we aren't considered threats or hostiles yet.
Right. Areas outside her courthouse palace must not be worthy of her attention. Wait, I always look like this. I'm special. Besides, I can't do anything in my cat form. The police station's also part of her work area, though, whenever arrests are made for her cases. I brought her food and belongings when she was sent on loan to the police.
We got no business with the cops, right? This might be the metaverse. I don't want to go in a station.
We might want to keep that in mind for later, though.
That reminds me. He'll need a code name, too.
Oh, that's right.
Codename?
Phantom thieves can't go around using the real names, right? It ain't cool either.
I mean, it's not like the palace holders really remember, but we can't take any chances.
Just for reference, what is everyone else's?
Skull.
Mine's Fox.
We pretty much decided on them with how we look, didn't we?
Well...
What is it, Haru? Oh, it's nothing.
Then perhaps Karasu will be best for me. You know, like a raven.
Are your clothes all black or something?
The reverse, actually. If our codenames are to hide our identities, wouldn't that be better?
That's actually a pretty good idea.
Karasu. It be the only Japanese-sounding one.
Well, you do call Inari, well, Inari every now and then, so...
Why not go with Crow instead? Alright, from here on out, you're Crow.
Wow, really took the suaveness out of him.
Got it.
Now then, let's head into the courthouse.
Alrighty. Can I finally get to roll some frickin' dice? This is business as usual. First off, we'll need to find an infiltration route. But first, oh my god, this music's psychedelic! Oh man. Okay, I can't get distracted. We're here! Okay, I've been very excited for this palace, and it's mainly due to this one. I can't say why just yet, but this palace is going to be very, very interesting. Next time on Persona 5 Royale, we go and look for an infiltration route. Specifically, a way to start our infiltration route. And we'll see what Crow has to offer. See you guys then.